Hi guys, welcome to BPrep where we whiteboard quant questions appeared in previous year papers. Before we start with the question, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel to get updates on latest videos if you are preparing for any of the competitive exams. Let's start. So in this question we have a square given. Let's say this is the square E, F, G and H. And there is another square inside it. Let's say this be the another square and the vertices are joined. Okay, so this inner square is A, B, C and D. Okay, it is also given that these four triangles, this one, this one, this one and this one are all equilateral triangle. So ABCD is square, EFGH is square and these four are equilateral triangles. Okay, and we need to find out the ratio of area of EFGH to that of area of A, B, C, D. Okay, so let's say we'll start from the smaller square and we'll try to establish the relationship between lengths of the smaller square to that of the bigger square. So let's say the side of a smaller square is A. Okay, so if the side of smaller square is A, then the area of ABCD of course will be A square, and we need to write the area of EFGH in terms of A. If we write that, we'll get the ratio. Okay, so let's see now. If we join the diagonal EG, okay, let's join the diagonal EG. Okay, then because this entire figure is symmetrical, okay, if this side is A, all sides will be A, and then this will also be A, this will also be A, and AH will also be A, and these two will be then isosceles triangles because these two sides are same. Okay, and if this is equilateral triangle, this angle and this angle will be same. Similarly, this angle and this angle will be same. By proceeding that way, we can prove that diagonal EG will divide the entire figure, all the geometrical figures inside the bigger square into symmetrical parts. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that the diagonal EG will bisect ABCD as well as it will be perpendicular to these two sides. Okay, so if this is perpendicular to these two sides, this line or the diagonal EG will be parallel to AD or BC, right? It will be parallel to AG or BC. So this length will again be A because this is parallel to BC and perpendicular, so it will be equal to A. Now in triangle EBA, all the sides are A, so the altitude of this triangle will be root 3 by A. Let's see here. If this is an equilateral triangle A, so this perpendicular, this will be 30 degree, right? So if this is 30 degree, this will be root 3, 2 and 1. This is what we write. So if this is A, then this altitude will be root 3 by 2A, right, for an equilateral triangle. So if E to this point, let's say I. So if EI is root 3 by A and let's say this point is J, IJ is A, and again JG will be root 3 by 2A because this is again a equilateral triangle and this is perpendicular. So GJ will again be root 3 by 2A, right? So the length of diagonal EG is root 3 by 2A plus IJ, which is A, plus JG, which is again root 3 by 2A, right? So this is root 3 plus root 3A plus A, or root 3 plus 1A, right? This is diagonal of the bigger square. So now we know area of a square is half of their products of the diagonals, right? So this will be d square, and then we'll have 2 in the denominator. And what is d square? So instead of d we can write root 3 plus 1 square a square. This is the diagonal of square of the diagonal. This a square will get cancelled, and if we expand this, so this will be root 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3, right, by 2. So this is 4 plus 2 root 3 by 2, or you can say 2 plus root 3. So 2 plus root 3 is the answer. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubts or questions, please post in comments. And guys, please do subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button below to get updates on latest videos. Thank you.